A lot of older adults and elderly people say to me, Pamela, what do I have to do so that I don't have to be so reliant on family members and on friends for help? Now, while that might seem like an obvious answer, it can be a lot more complicated than you think because you don't know what the future holds and you don't know what to expect. So in this video, I'm going to share situations from other older adults, other elderly people, and what they have experienced in life and ideas that you can think about today to change the ability to remain independent as you age and become less reliant on your children or other people in your family. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. On there, a lot of hope, help, and support for caregivers and aging adults, online courses, my weekly podcast, The Caring Generation, articles, videos, and more. So regardless of whatever age you are, it doesn't matter if you're 20, 50, 60. It's never too early to think about how to remain physically and mentally independent as you age, so that you don't have to rely on someone for care, or you're less reliant on other people for care, because who wants to be dependent on anybody? I don't think any of us do. So I'm going to share the concerns and situations from older adults and seniors and the elderly that I've seen over the 20 years that I've worked in the care industry, to give you insights about things that can happen in the future so that you can take steps today to plan to remain independent and become less reliant on people. Now, the caveat here is know that planning has a cost to it. And the cost isn't just saving money for care. The cost is your mental attention and your willingness to make changes today to prepare for a future that could be, if you're 20, could be 60 years away. Or if you're anywhere in the middle, it could be 10 or 20 years away. Now, thinking about planning that far ahead can be difficult, but trust me, it's going to get here before we even think of it. It always does. And when you get there, you'll be glad that you did, but you may have to give up things today in order to be able to make these changes. So here are some examples. Getting older is going to cost more than you think it will. Healthcare expenses rise, housing costs rise. It gets to a point where your income is no longer rising, but your costs are going up. So think about this. What did you pay for a gallon of gas 20, 30, 40 years ago? When you retire, think about this, okay? You retire at 65. You could live to 95. So what is that? 75, 85, 95. That's 30 years, okay? The cost of everything increases every year. Think about how much it increases over a 30-year lifespan. This is why most people outlive their money. It's why most people outlive their savings. And so you want to think about how you're going to financially plan for that. And a lot of it is saving today. Whether you're saving $5 a week or $100 a month, whatever it is, save something every month to plan ahead for those years down the road when you're going to need this money. Number 2, many adults dream of this active retirement, travel, grandchildren, all kinds of fun things. But you know what takes them off track? Health issues. Health issues take most older adults off track. If you are a caregiver, if you have been a caregiver, you see this because the people that you are taking care of have health issues. Think about this. Sitting on the couch every day isn't going to improve your physical strength or your muscle strength or your ability to do things. Sitting on the couch all day makes you physically weaker. Falls, physical health issues. Those are the reasons that older adults need care, become reliant on caregivers, have to leave their homes to move to care communities and nursing homes. This physical part, you have a lot of control over this, but you have to start early. You have to start in your 20s and 30s because it kind of accumulates over time. You know, most people will have their first chronic illness, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, something in there, maybe 40s and 50s. And then once you get one, then you have another, and you have the third and the fourth, and then they all like conglomerate together, and then you have all these health issues that you can't solve, and you're taking a lot of medications and you don't feel good every day. Well, that's not where you want to be. And the problem is, by the time that happens, it's sometimes too late to go back and change things. You might be able to maintain things and keep them stable, but then that means you're going to need help and care from other people, and you may lose some of your choices. You may have to be more flexible to consider things that you wouldn't have considered before, like in-home caregivers or assisted living or other things. So if you learn today what it takes to be healthy and independent, you won't have to become reliant or as reliant on your children or other family members. Or if you're a single adult, you're going to need a plan for somebody to care for you. You're going to need to save money so that you can be independent and afford that type of care. There's a lot of options for that. So realize that becoming reliant on other people, so having people care for you, is a place where many older adults don't want to be. They want to remain independent. And when they start to need care for their children, they start to fight losing that independence. Is that a position that you want to be in? If it's not, plan today. If you don't know how to plan today, if you don't know what things you should be looking at, if you don't know what's going to happen 10 or 20 years from now, schedule a one-to-one consultation with me, because I've been doing this already for 20 years, and I've helped thousands of people from middle-aged adults to adults who are 100 years old. I've seen what happened in their lives, and I've learned from it. And I can help you understand what it takes to be healthier and live a better life in retirement, and to be less reliant on family for help. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website's PamelaDWilson.com. Share this video and my information with other people that you know who are looking for hope, help, and support, and who want to be and live a great, healthy life in retirement. I'll see you all again soon in another video.